Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Songs of Syx. This is episode 9. In the last episode, we put in several new sections here. Nice large woodcutter, this onyx pasture, some more housing, hearth, well, all the stuff for that. And I got looking around the map. Originally I was looking for more stone, because I had found a stone deposit way up here, which will take ages to get to. There actually is another one here. It's kind of hard to see because of the mushrooms, but it's right there, so that's definitely much better. Still ways away, but definitely much better. And the other thing I was looking at was in the technology. There is soon going to be a charcoaler, because we have coal up here, but again, that's pretty far away, so we may end up wanting that, but that's fine. The other thing I got looking at is this new section I'm building out. Obviously, we're going to be continuing to build to the right. That's a little bit on the far side for both the janitor, because we're already kind of pushing that, but I was actually thinking more, it's a little rough for the people here. They have no bathroom. So we should definitely go ahead and fix that. So I'm thinking over here, we're just going to expand out a bit and start with a janitor lavatory. I think that will be an excellent spot to start for today. So, as per usual, did you default back? No, you defaulted back. Okay. So let's just extend this road. No idea how far, it doesn't really matter. And let's get a janitor and lavatory on the go. How big do I want you? 1510? That seems probably a bit too excessive, but we'll go with it. That's almost certainly far too much, but that's fine. Get some yellow squares. I think that's everybody, right? Still only 83. Can I get you up to full efficiency? Might be able to squeeze a few more of these in. There we go, 100%. Beautiful. Oh, right, some doors would be good, right? I'm sure they'd like to actually be able to get in the building. Like, does tend to help. Okay, good enough. Actually, I might end up putting a road on this side, so let's go ahead and put some doors around it as well. There we go. That should be tons. Beautiful. And the other one was, of course, the lavatory. And again, I don't know how big this really needs to be. Let's just make you pretty big. Yeah, that should be absolute tons. Something like that should be. It's not quite centered, but we'll live with it. That'll be fine. Alright. So I'm just going to use, unfortunately, a fair bit more furniture, which it will slightly slow down the woodcutter here, but I think we're making something like 5 a day or something? Where's my current carpenter? Yeah, we're making 5 a day, so that's not that bad. I'll put the speed up. Some nice roads, probably not real necessary, but why not, right? And while we're at it, why don't we make this a nice area? Nice row of benches here. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Okay, good. So we'll let them get going on all that. Food situation's looking pretty good. It's holding pretty stable around 13 days worth of food. So the people should be pretty happy. And now that we have a steady source of bread from our bakery grain field here, things should be looking good in terms of happiness. Yeah, access to food is spectacular. Yeah, they're much, much happier than they were. Excellent. Okay. And I've got it set to 125, so we should be able to pull up to that relatively soon. We're already up to 98, and I think we should be immigrating pretty steady now at such high happiness. So I think it's going to be good. So I wonder if we actually should get to a point where we start exporting this extra meat, because they hate it anyway. I'm not sure I'm quite there yet, but if this starts to be able to be ticking upwards even when we hit 125 people, then I will. But at this point, I think we still kind of need it, as much as they don't like it. Anyway, so that still wants about 20 furniture. You're going to want 30. You don't need any. So about 50 furniture, so about 10 days we'll have enough to build all of that. And then after that we'll be able to start gathering furniture up again, because that is something that what we have currently set for our exports. I don't know if that's going to be permanent, but for now we're going to get rid of any excess furniture. Looks like they've got the hearth done. Looks like they're working on the well next. All the housing is done. So we definitely have, yeah, we have way more housing than we really need, but I like having housing blocks here and there to give people shorter commutes. Well is done. I am actually surprised the immigration isn't higher. The loyalty appears to be slipping. Why are you slipping? Oh, you're showing access is starting to drop a little bit. Because of food preference. We can't possibly be out of bread already. No, we're definitely not. Alright, well, either way, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Now let's have a look at the research here. So I was looking through the research here, and I did see the charcoaler, and I think that is something we definitely are going to want, so we can later get into smelting of metals and all that. The other thing, where did it go? Well, I mean, that we could always get better carpentry. That can, you know, obviously only be a good thing. But we could maybe even get into clothing, since we now have a source of cotton, or will, once this ox pasture is done. So that might actually be what we get next, because I'm sure people would like to have clothing for the first time in 8 years. It's hard to believe how happy they've been without such basic necessities, but anyway. And actually, clothing might not be a bad thing to export as well if we can be generating enough of it. Should be worth a decent amount. But let's let some of this stuff get built first before we add even more production buildings. Okay, this is just about ready to go. don't seem to be in much of a hurry to work on the onyx pasture. We have 17 odd jobbers. We should be seeing a lot of stuff happening here, in my mind, a fair bit more quickly. Because there really isn't anything happening. Like, nothing else is being built over here. So, like, all the odd jobbers really should be over here for the most part. Very interesting. Okay, 2 more. And we will have a massive increase to wood production, which will be very nice. Just in time to spend 300 of that wood here. Okay, 1 more piece of furniture, guys. That's all you need. There we go. Yeah, we're holding very steady. This hasn't moved at all, so... It looks like I've got the right number of bakers. Which one on here is actual grain stocks? I can't really read these pictures. Okay, so yeah, we have very little actual grain, so I don't think I can make a change to it. I think we're going to run out just before the harvest. Which basically means I have the number of bakers pretty close to exactly right compared to the size of this grain field. But we never ran completely out of bread. In fact, I'd say I think it's ever so slightly ticking upwards, so I think we've got that pretty much nailed. -7 people, that's not going to work. We'll start with 8. But we'll definitely need more immigration. Actually, we've lost somebody. It's very interesting. I wonder why that is. Oh, environmental. Oh, we've got bodies floating around. Did we ever build... Did we ever build a mass grave? I don't remember if we did or not. Oops. If I did, I probably put it up here somewhere, but I don't know if I ever did. Guess that would be kind of important to know, right? I'm going to assume I didn't, so we're going to go ahead and put one in. And I think we'll just dump it way over here, out of the way, where no one has to look at it. So that's not ideal. Again, we don't have that many people yet, so we'll just trim that down a bit. Actually, we might trim it down even more. Oh. No, I don't think I want to buy or sell slaves, thanks. That's nice of you to offer, but I think I'm going to be declining. Yeah, this is just a wee small one. This should not take long to build at all. I can't help but shake the feeling that I thought I already built one of those, but I really can't remember, and I'm definitely not seeing. Yeah, maybe I never did. So why do I think I did? The way my brain works is always interesting. Okay, we're ticking back up now. So hopefully we can actually get a bit of immigration here. Oh, it dropped the speed on me. I was wondering why nothing was happening. Okay, you're all clear. Just need to get some of that stone over here. There we go. This is almost certainly not going to be big enough, but it'll do for right now. And obviously it's not real good. It's at some point we'll have to research a better, proper burial spot, but this will do for now, just to at least get these bodies out of the city. Okay. And yeah, almost immediately that popped in some more immigration now that the loyalty dropped up. Dropped up. How about jumped up? Let's go with the right words. Good times. You know what? Yeah, well, you can go ahead and just adjust that as you wish. That's fine. And I think, though, we can definitely add a couple more bits of wood. Okay. And the janitor's up. Thinks it needs 6 people over here. Really? I know it's going to have some overlap with this one, but I still wouldn't think it would need 6 people for this. Unless it's pulled some out of here. Oh no, you still think you only need 4. Interesting. Okay, well, I'll take its word for it. Okay, so 18 more furniture. Not a problem. Now the actual carpenter, do I have it maxed out? Yes, I do. Okay. So I may want to put another one in, or I may want to do some research upgrades on it. We start with a research upgrade on it if we can. No, we definitely cannot. Okay, never mind. I clearly do not have enough people in the lab, so we have to wait for more immigration. Alright. Well, I guess that's the other thing I should be looking at is the spoilage reduction. That's probably actually the best thing to start with. Where was that? You know, I saw it, and it jumped out at me at the time, but now I don't remember where it was. Here, right. Yeah, just to reduce spoilage. In fact, we might do a couple of these. And maybe a little bit of maintenance to help the janitors, I think would also be pretty helpful. Alright, let's go with that. That should help. Yeah, so that spoil rate should be coming down. How many crates do I have for... Oh, just have one. Alright, let's have a little more room for cotton. And how much research does the weaver take? Wherever the weaver went. $120. Okay, so it won't take too long to get to there. Yeah, I think we're going to want to put a weaver in relatively soon. That definitely sounds like a nice thing for us to do. And sometimes I like being nice, just once in a while. Six more furniture, and then life over here gets much easier, since they'll no longer have to run halfway across the city to use a lavatory. And I think the other thing we're going to do is take a couple more people up here. 7 odd jobbers I think is enough for right now. I'd like to get that research going. And we're now up to 19 food, so maybe I can switch this off of furniture and onto meat. You're normally around 28, so I don't think we want to go much below, I don't know, 15. I think that should be an absolute minimum price for sure. Because that's something we can definitely get rid of all the time, whereas furniture we can only really get rid of if we haven't built anything in a while. So I think I'm happier getting rid of extra meat than the much rarer furniture, even though furniture's worth more. I think I'm better off getting rid of some of this stuff. And it looks like we have our 120, so yes, let's go ahead and get a weaver on the go. Okay, probably just around here, right? Somewhere? Maybe right beside these benches. Actually, that's going to look a little strange in it. Maybe we'll put it up here. Well, 10 by 10, that should probably be enough, right? I don't know how big one of these we're going to want, but let's start with this. Bunch of looms. Before I forget, let's put a gap in the building so it doesn't get upset with me. And some amount of storage somewhere, if I can fit it. Okay, I can go right there. That'll do. Doors here and there. Glorious. Okay. Well, I think we're going to leave things there for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.